Confused about UAT testing? You are not alone. Many people mix it up with QA or system testing, but UAT is actually the final checkpoint before the software goes live. Let's break it down in simple terms with real world examples. What are the session goals today? So to understand what UAT is and why is it so important. See where the UAT fits in the project. Is it at the start of the project or end of the project or the mid of the project? Learn simple steps to run a good UAT with examples. As always say, whenever I explain any topic, I try to keep as many as examples as possible because it feels like when you give examples, or I believe in that, when you give examples, then it is more descriptive and the other person is able to understand better. So let's start with the first question. What is UAT? UAT stands for User Acceptance Testing, which is the final phase of validation where the business user test and check if a new system works for them in a real life or not. So, take an example. If I'm working in a bank and the software company is creating an app for me, so I will be the end user because I will be using that app or I will be using that system to put the details of a member or to deposit a check or to withdraw the money. So I will be treated as I will be the UAT person at the end who will do these checks in the system and will give a go ahead. It is usually the last testing step before the system goes live. For example, think of UAT as a dress rehearsal before the opening night. So the dress is ready, you have to try it out and make sure everything looks good, you are comfortable in that, and then once you give a go ahead, then you wear the same dress in the opening night. Why is UAT important? This question will always come into your mind that, okay, what is UAT? It's good, but why is it important? What are the things I should keep in mind to make sure that UAT is part of our project? It helps find problems that only real user can see. For example, missing field, confusing screens. So if I'm the end user and I'm doing the UAT, I will be more in place that I can understand what are the things I was looking for. Is it missing? Do I have everything what I was needing in the system? It reduces the risk of issues after go live that stop people from doing their job. For example, if a billing does not work on the day one, the company cannot send invoices. So if I'm in a billing department and the system is not working and I'm not able to create a billing invoice, then I'm not able to send the invoice to the customer and they will not going to pay for it. Where UAT fits in the project. Developer test their own code, which is the unit test, QA team test the whole system test, and the business user test the system, which is UAT. And remember, all the testing is actually dependent on the acceptance criteria. So when you create a test case, test scripts, the QA is developing those, then they have to make sure that they have the right acceptance criteria. Then only they will be able to make the unit test or the system test. After UAT, if everyone agrees, the system goes live. Who does UAT? Business user, end user who know the daily work. For example, sales rep, claims handler, call center agent. So if I'm developing a website for call center, then they are the end user and they will be doing the UAT. In terms of the sales rep, it will be the sales application and then they will be the UAT guys. Product owner, business analyst, subject matter expert. Subject matter expert in this case will be the call center agent, sales rep, or the claims handler. IT and QA support them, but business user decide if the system is acceptable or not. So they give the final decision, yes, they are happy with the product or not. UAT in simple words. Other testing ask, does the system work as designed? UAT asks, can real people do their real work easily in this system or not? To summarize, if users are not happy, the system is not ready and the UAT fails. UAT versus other testing. So let's see that in a table. Main question is for QA and system testing is does it work as per specs? For UAT, it will be does it work for business user? Who test it? tester and IT team in case of QA and system testing, while business user and SME in terms of for UAT. Focus is functional, rules, technical issues, while in UAT the focus is real task, usability, and process fit. The final result, system is correct technically, that everything is working technically correct. For UAT, the system is ready for real life use or not. For example, a QA test may check button save records. UAT checks user can complete a full loan application under 5 minutes, including validations and approval workflow. So this is exactly the difference between the QA testing and the UAT testing. Let's see an example of online shopping system. QA testing is checks if a add to cart saves the item, checks if the payment button works or not, and checks if the total dollar amount shows correctly or not. UAT will be a real user search for a product, adds item, applies a discount code, chooses delivery, pays, and get a proper email as a confirmation. They will also going to check if the correct dollar amount is showing at the end or not before they make a payment. User confirm this full journey is smooth, clear, and accurate. UAT process overview. So how the overview looks like. Plan the UAT. So you do the planning for the user acceptance testing. You create some test cases and test data. For doing that one, you can also take help for the QA as well. You run the test and log any issues if there are. If there are no issue, you give a thumbs up. Once you log the issue, the QA, or sorry, the developer will going to fix the problem. The QA will going to retest it, and then it will come back to you for the UAT. Once the UAT is done, everything is good. You give a formal sign off, which you as a business will give it to the team. Let's see what are the steps of UAT. Plan the UAT, decide which feature and process will be tested, choose UAT tester from each team that will use the system, agree on dates, which environment you will going to use, and when you will call it as done. The done means the acceptance criteria are met. For example, for a billing system, include finance, sales, and customer service users as a UAT users. Prepare the test cases. Write test cases in simple business language. Create a new customer, change customer address, create and send invoices. These are few of the test cases. This should cover normal case will be the happy path, that whatever you are expected is working. You put the name, address, you add it to the cart, everything is working as expected. Unhappy path is the problem cases, that okay, I'm trying, you I put the name, address, now I'm clicking next, but the button is not working. So this is actually an unhappy path. Or maybe the missing data, you are clicking on next, but the dollar amount is not showing correctly. The products you have added into the cart doesn't have the right quantities. You pick two quantities of soccer ball, but it is only showing one quantity. Now prepare test data. Use data that looks like a real life. New customer, old customer, VIP customer, different products, different prices, discount codes. Make sure everyone knows which accounts and sample data is to be used. So when you are testing, you will create the test case and the test data, and everyone will going to use the same test data for testing their UAT. Execute test. Testers follow the scenario and record what happens. And when you are testing, you record the steps as well. You also record if it's passing or failing as well. If something is wrong, you log a defect and the developer starts working. The QA will going to test it again, and then it will come back to you as a UAT to test at the end. What they tried, like when you log a defect, maybe you tried and the refund over $5,000 is not working. What they expected, so the user case will be refund over $5,000. What they expected is a refund to be successful. What actually happened, I cannot complete a refund over $5,000. This blocks the work. Encourage tester to speak in their own words. I cannot complete a refund over $5,000. This blocks my work. What will be the step five? Fix, retest, and sign off. So once you log a bug, it will be fixed by the developer, retest by the QA, and it will be sign off at the end as a UAT tester by you. IT team fixes important issues first. Tester, QA tester run the same test again to check the fixes. When major issues are solved, business gives a formal yes, we accept this system. Some small issues may be accepted with a workaround. Simple UAT example, call center. Project new ticketing tool for a call center. UAT tester, a few agents and a team leaders will be working as a UAT testers. What they test? Create a ticket, update it, escalate it, and close the tickets. Is all the functionality happening or not? Are they pass or not? Search past tickets while talking to a customer. What they check is it fast? Are the fields clear? Can they do their job during a business busy day or not? Entry and exit criteria. Before UAT starts entry, system is stable, main bugs from QA are fixed, UAT environment and test data are ready or not. UAT finish, which is the exit point, all critical issues are fixed or have a workaround. Key business flow have passed. Business has a signed off. Common problems in UAT. User do not have enough time, so they rush the test. Test cases are too technical or unclear. User find many basic bugs that should have been fixed earlier. So the QA is not doing the right job over here, or maybe miss some defects over here. So at the time when the UAT started, we are seeing some small bugs already. How to make UAT successful? Involve real user early and give them time in their schedule to test for the UAT. Keep language simple in test cases and defects. Focus on end to end business flow, not just single screen. Have daily or regularly check ins to track issues. Conclusion and summary. UAT is the final check by business user before go live, so that is very important. It makes sure that system supports real work, not just technical requirements. So at the end of the day, as a UAT tester, I'm the end user and I have to make sure that once the product or the system is given to me, it's working as expected. Good planning, clear test cases, and active user participation make UAT powerful. Thank you so much, guys. Your support means a lot. Like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. If you want me to create another video on any other topic, please leave the comment and I will definitely going to make it. Thank you so much. Bye.